Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are around the world and what time you are watching this video. But before we proceed, I would like to start off by saying trigger warning, because this video is going to talk about domestic abuse in a relationship. So please do proceed with caution. But also on top of that, this video is based on information that is alleged, okay, which is also a very strong point. Now, additionally, I wasn't going to make this video when I read what it had to say, but based on extra information, that is why I am here now to talk about this information. So we're going to start off with the fact that, as you can see here, this post was taken off of Reddit. As you can see, this caption up top, where the person who uploaded it said, "Someone is leaking information about Jasmine and her new man, Matt. What do you think of this? It's pretty serious allegations. Is it true she's pregnant with his child? I feel so bad for her if this is true." So now we're going to get into exactly what Shaboody had to say, because he's the one that's obviously uploaded it and taken this off Reddit. So it says here on this post provided by Shaboody, Jasmine is 8 months pregnant with Matt's baby and is in denial that Matt beats on her and chokes her, leave her bruises on her body, and allegedly sources close to Jasmine has shown her his criminal record against Matt with his ex-girlfriends in Michigan. Now, I will say this before I continue. I decided to actually try and see if I could find any kind of criminal activity against his record. Sadly, I could not find a single thing. I don't know if that's due to the fact that I'm in the UK or just due to the fact that I'm not that great of a detective, but I did try to see, and I've definitely spoken to other people and have tried to see if other people that I do know who are quite good at it, if they could find some sort of criminal record against Matt, and I couldn't find nothing, and the people that I've asked, none of them could find anything as well. But that could be due to the fact that, despite that this person here says that Matt with his ex-girlfriend in Michigan, because Michigan is exactly where we all looked, there is a potential that maybe he has got his criminal record, but his criminal record is based on his girlfriends in Romania, because he is Romanian by trade based on his IG page. But either way though, I just want to say that upon looking, I couldn't find anything. All right, just to make it clear, which also pushed me in a position where I again was like, yeah, I don't think it's wise to make this video. But again, I'll get into why I made it shortly, okay? Now, with that being said, continues here by saying she wants to make it seem like she is so happy, but in reality there's a lot of things that are happening that will be played out on a new season. Now, of course, when somebody is going through a domestic relationship, a lot of the times they will put on a happy face to hide what is actually going on. So that line doesn't surprise me, as his word is that way. Now, regarding it being a new season, that I do wonder what season this person is referring to, because it can't be the current season of The Last Resort, because that season is pretty much nearly over now and none of that has happened, and also Matt hasn't exactly featured on it personally thus far. So this tells me that there is a potential of saying that Jasmine is going to be back for another season of 90 Day Fiancé. What season that will be is the question. Now, we know there was rumors of Gino being back for the single life, because he was caught filming with a new woman. So therefore, that definitely raised the speculation of him being on another season of 90 Day Fiancé, and that one would be the single life. But we don't know now. This could be something else, unless Jasmine is also going to be a part of that too, along with Matt. It's either that, or they're going to be a part of a whole other show that's also part of the 90 Day franchise, which I guess we'll find out later on when a trailer is released of some kind, okay? But I will say this though, depending on how The Last Resort ends, that will give us an inkling of what direction Gino and Jasmine's relationship is going to go moving forward, and then therefore that'll give us a better idea of what show they may be back for as well. I mean, Gino's definitely back for a show because we've seen him off Squad being filmed, but again, that would give us an idea, because we know that on this season of The Last Resort, they will talk about whether or not these people are going to stay together or if they're going to go their separate ways. So that's why I'm saying we have to wait and find out. All right, bear that in mind. Now, with that being said as well, we'll continue with where we left off. And was stalking Jasmine from day one at the gym to get on the show. He has her controlled. Now she feels that she can't leave him. So basically, this person is also saying that Matt has used Jasmine to also be a part of the 90 Day franchise, which means that I guess they will be back for another season if this information is true. I mean, obviously we know his voice has been featured so far, and we also are going to expect to see more of him in the in the next episode as well, but it was featured of her doing a face call with him as well. So yeah, he's definitely got himself on the show. That we cannot deny. Now, let's get into why I decided to actually make this video, and that is based on exactly what we have here that has been added by Shabuti, of course, considering he's the one that has uploaded this information onto the IG. So, as you can see, it says, forward, allegedly, and it is key to make sure this is allegedly, right? But he says, now that we have that out of the way, let me say a few things. I give Jasmine some light-hearted grief on occasion, but I obviously don't wish ill on her. So I hate to even say this, but I heard there is some validity to these claims. Interesting. So because of that line and stuff in particular, because he's saying that he's heard there is truth to these claims, this tells me that this is why I said, okay, in that case, we've got to talk about this in case this is true. Because therefore I feel like moving forward, we can then now potentially start to look for signs that we may notice either on her page or from the upcoming season that she's supposed to be a part of. Now, regarding looking in her IG, so far, nothing Jasmine has posted has shown her to have any bruises. I've even gone back to see the last, not this week's episode, but last week's episode of the current season, The Last Resort, to see if she has any bruises, because of course there's a point where we see her, of course, wearing the bikini when she tries to get Gina's attention. So I've tried to see, and so far I haven't seen any signs. But when it comes to IG, the thing is, people do upload photos and videos that they've already filmed previously. So there is a chance that Jasmine is uploading things that were filmed previously, okay? And also when it comes to the current show, The Last Resort, it was filmed over a year ago, I'm pretty sure. So therefore, I guess it wouldn't show any signs of bruises, nor would it show any signs of pregnancy neither, because it was obviously way back then, and we don't know how her relationship with Matt was then anyway. But either way though, again, just saying that I've looked myself and I've been unable to find anything per se, okay? But that is not to contest what is being said about Shabuti in any shape or form. I'm just letting you guys know that I've also done my research as well, okay? Now, with that being said, it continues by saying, is that why Matt has blocked me on IG so I can't go snooping around his page? Well, I will say this, I have had a look at Matt's page. There is nothing on there right now. It lists you a few pictures and his name and pretty much announced where he's from, which is Romania. That's about it. But that tells me that Matt is probably one of these people that, if this information is true, somebody that obviously keeps his any signs of what he does, what he's potentially doing or has done to Jasmine, obviously offline, which I guess is quite intelligent, right? So I will say there's nothing there anyway, but we move on. Is that why every time Jasmine is spotted, whether it's at Planet Fitness or walking her dog in Florida, Matt is by her side? That is quite interesting. The only thing that I have to say this is that I really want to see pictures of this, because we keep hearing about Jasmine being spotted, but we are not being shown any pictures of her being spotted, you know. But I want to see these pictures of her being spotted now. Well, first I wanted to see pictures of her being spotted looking pregnant. That's what I wanted to see first and foremost, which we still haven't gotten. But now I also want to see pictures of her being spotted with Matt by her side too, because this would definitely help us more understand if Jasmine is 8 months pregnant, and also, you know, if Matt really is in her life in this capacity. All right. Now also it says here that in open brackets, she's literally never spotted alone these days, close brackets. Anyways, a birdie told me that people in Jasmine's inner circle are concerned for her well-being. Well, this is what I would say personally. If somebody has told this information, I would request some form of proof behind this person's information, because, you know, it's important that we get a form of proof, you know, based on the fact that these allegations are now being brought to the surface of the internet, okay? Because it'd be very sad if we, you know, start to speculate information that, you know, isn't necessarily true, and therefore it's obviously doing damage to someone else's life. But like I said before, because obviously Shabuti is saying that he has got strong information, or at least, you know, got information from somebody that tells him that this information is true, this is of course why I'm reporting it, okay? Now, with that being said, it continues by saying, this isn't meant as an attention grab as much as it is a grab for concern. That is a very good line, and to be fair, yeah, it should be a grab for concern. That's why I'm here. But if there wasn't smoke but if there wasn't smoke here on a post this serious, I wouldn't have shared it, which is a fair point. Okay, good. P.S. Another thing just occurred to me. I don't expect TLC to address this on the show. They want to avoid any and all examples of abuse connected to the show due to the reputation after Angela and Michael. So don't expect much on TV about this. Okay, so although I agree with the fact that Michael and Angela's display has definitely something that has put, TLC underwater, I would contest this and say, based on how they have allowed Niles to be portrayed at the tail and even throughout the season, is certain glimpses, and given the fact that they've allowed certain things that Adnan has said throughout the season to be pretty much displayed, I'm gonna contest that, because we saw a scene where Niles in the taxi with Matilda, where he definitely shows his aggression. He doesn't do anything towards it, but he definitely shows it, which was signs of concern. And then also him not being able to control his temper, the tell-all, was also signs of concern. I would have thought that TLC would have probably either one hid that or probably downplayed it, but they definitely didn't. They enhanced it. And then also Adnan was caught on several occasions saying things like, I will kill this person and blah 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 blah, and those things were things that were definitely said by him throughout the season, as well as the tell-all, which again was not hidden as well. So to be honest, I don't think TLC are that bothered. I think that if they can show anything that's going to give them drama, controversy, they're going to do it, and that's just how they're wired, to be honest with you. So yeah, I think that if this information is correct by the person who's posted it, and TLC are going to show a part of it, I reckon that we will see a part of it, personally. If we don't see a part of it, then yeah, I guess at that time we'll have to make a choice of what we want to obviously believe moving forward. But he continues here by saying, your best bet for news on social matters are tea accounts like yours truly. Now the line above makes sense now why he said it, given that line itself in particular. So hey, it's up to you folks how you want to see that one. Now also it says, sad, but this is the state of affairs. Has the network will want to sweep this under the rug? But don't get me wrong, there is a potential that they may want to sweep it under the rug. There is that potential, okay? But I'm just saying that they've still shown elements of the fact that they will still show certain things, so yeah. Now we'll continue by saying, I will break this story down more tomorrow night on his show 90 Day, yeah. So with that being, 90 Day Friday's podcast, but it also says, then you can sense my level of confidence after we discuss this. Now that line is of particular of the level of confidence behind this information, again, is what gave me that the confirmation stage. We have to talk about this, because he's definitely convinced that there is truth behind what is being said here. Now people in the comment section have said interesting things as well, but I'm gonna leave that one alone for today, because I want to see what you folks have to say, and obviously for you guys have your own perspective. I don't want you to be convinced by other people's perspectives based on what's being posted on this IG in particular. But I will say this though, this information is very strong information in hand. It's information that definitely none of us should take lightly in any kind of shape or form whatsoever. And if this information is true, I really hope that Jasmine will find a way out of it, and I hope people around her will do what they can to support her as much as they can, and to be as patient as possible, because it's definitely not easy trying to help someone in this situation to get out of it. Anybody that's been involved will understand the challenges that comes with being in a situation like this, where you have to hide the truth from other people, for somewhat of your own protection, but also somewhat because of your own guilt as well. So many different reasons of why people take a while to actually speak up. But I really hope all this information is absolutely incorrect, because if she's pregnant with his child and she's now going to be bound to this guy, it is not good. But even if she is pregnant with this child and this stuff is true, I hope that once she has the strength to walk away, that she's able to get full custody, and also to get a restraining order against this guy, because this guy definitely should not be anywhere near her or their child if this information is true. But has obviously it's been read here by Shubuti. He has strong information on his side that he believes this information is true, based on what he has heard from inner circles, and also based on whatever he's going to say moving forward to prove his confidence behind these claims. But again, like I said before, we really need to get some pictures of Jasmine being spotted pregnant with him in LA Fitness, or him just being spotted with him around Florida itself in particular, because we've been hearing too many stories about Jasmine being pregnant right now, and we still have no proof. Okay, so yeah, we need that. Nonetheless though, please do let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and yes, have a good day, have a good afternoon, or have a good evening. Peace.